Around a year ago, I started to look at an alternative for replacing my old GoPro Hero 5 for all of my underwater photography and videography. While Nauticam and Hikit were really great, they were really expensive. And then I found an alternative. This is a newcomer on the market called Seafrog, and they have a product called the Salted Line. So we are now 1 year after my purchase of the Salted Line, and here is my review, my 1 year review of the Seafrog Salted Line. Let's get wet. My main concern was the housing. Housing is extremely expensive. So when I came across that super nice housing, started to get six. That pack, just what I'm having in my hand, is $265 US. It's made out of polycarbonate. It feels really nice in hand. I have kind of small hands and it feels really nice on it. The Salted Line is made from the A6000 to the A6500. I use it with A6300 and I actually bought that camera because that housing was cheap. I didn't do the inverse. In the pack of the housing, you will have the housing itself, the flat board, a hood and gear. Since I have that housing, I had around 85 types with them in a range from 10 meter to 40, 42, and it's been really great. I didn't have any problem with it. I didn't have any leak. The quality has been, for now, like spotless. It is extremely small for housing and extremely well built. You can see it on the company Seafrog, which is, I believe, also working with Macon. They were used to make really cheap housing for DSLR and mirrorless camera. No, we are not in the cheap world anymore. So far, I did not find any button which is not covered on the housing. There is here on top, you might have to see one button. This is because on the A6500, I just fact checked that after, but just for the A6500, the camera has different spots for buttons and just to accommodate all of it. So now you're going to tell me how do we work with the lens. And actually here on the side you have a knob which is making inside of it, turning a gear, is making this gear, which is on top of your lens, going back and forth. So with the camera come the one for the 10 to 18 and the one for the 16 to 50 millimeter. So here I have both with me, 10 to 18 and the 16 to 50. The 16 to 50 is an amazing lens for basically every day. I've made a couple of trips only with the 16 to 50 inside of the housing. I had a really amazing time with it. Then a few months later, I bought the 10 to 18 and then that was a revolution. If you want to have those big, deep wide shot, then you can't go wrong with the 10 to 18. And here you can see that they have a dome. Yes, you can change the port. So you know then on the water, the refraction and diffraction of the light make it bend. So you see object closer and bigger. You might want to invest in a dome. That dome, which is made out of polycarbonate and acrylic, it reduces the coefficient by 33%. It's like having a more wide shot. So if you put the 10 to 18 plus a dome, then you have extreme wide shot. Those images that you can see now are taken with the 10 to 18 and the dome port. Now there is a couple of things that you might, like it's not a con because it's just still at that price. At the very beginning, I had some issues with fitting on the camera inside. They have been amazing, just saying. They immediately knew where the problem come from and they sent me the exact parts to replace the fitting that was not good. And then for now, it's no issue. Monitor versus finder. You will have to select inside of the camera that you want the monitor or the viewfinder. in general you want to have the monitor. So what to say, extremely happy about that housing. Other than the minor problem that I had at the beginning, so the small fitting problem, you have all of the feature you want from a big one in a small price range. So I'm gonna put some links on the bottom. Those are not affiliated links and I do not earn any money from them. I think we're pretty covered now. So if you have any questions about the housing, the lens, the setup, just comment down below. I hope that you really liked that episode, and please consider putting a thumbs up if you really liked it. Also, please consider subscribing if you want to stay in touch. So just stay tuned, stay safe, and see you soon. Ciao.